Here we're going to write an equation of a parabola in vertex form. So we're told, or we're asked, what is the equation of a quadratic function with vertex -2, 3 and y-intercept of -1? So what we want to do is we want to write the equation in y equals a in vertex form. So x minus h squared plus k. And what we have is we're told the vertex, which is -2, 3, and we're told the y-intercept is -1, so we can write that as 0, -1. We know that the vertex is our hk. So remember, these are h and k. And what we can use is the y-intercept we can use as our x and y values. And I can take those and I can plug them in as x, and what color haven't we used? And y can be my -1, because we're trying to write the equation in y equals a times x minus h squared plus k in vertex form. So we need a, h, and k. Right now we're missing a. But if I take this equation, there's 5 variables and I know 4 of them. So my y is going to be -1. My a value is what I'm trying to solve for. X is 0. H, so we're going to subtract h, which is -2. And then k is 3, so we're going to add 3. So let's do some highlighting. So we had -1 there. K is 3, that went there. H was this -2, and x was this 0. So now that we've plugged all these in, we only have one variable, which is a, so we can solve for that. So we're going to simplify this. So it's going to be 0 plus 2. And then just keep working through the problem until you are able to solve for whatever a happens to be. So when I finally solve this, I now have a is equal to -1. So I can take my vertex form and I can plug in my a value, which is -1. And then leave x and y as x and y, minus h. So h we said was -2, plus k, which is 3. And now we're just going to clean this up. So again, I've been highlighting all along, so I'm just going to try and keep this color coordinated. And then our final step would just be to clear up that double negative. So we don't want to say x minus -2. We're going to say x plus 2 squared plus 3. And then this would be our equation, our vertex form. So what you're doing here, they're going to give you 2 points. One of them will always be the vertex. The second one will either be the y-intercept, which in this case we would write as 0, -1. Or if you notice in number 3 down the bottom, they gave you a second point, -2, -1. So that's what you would just use. So in this case, for number 3, you would use this as x and this as y. And then that would be your h and k. But you're given, again, there's 5 variables in your vertex form. X, Y, A, H, and K. You have 4 of them. So plug those 4 in this step here. Solve for A, and then once you know what A is, you can plug it back into the original vertex form and rewrite your vertex form with A, H, and K plugged in as your answer.